Today we're going to be going over 5 of the best decks for you to use in order to climb in Clash Royale right now in the current season. Now, deck number 1 we're going to be starting off with is Lava Hound. This variation I really like because you're going to get so many free wins against things like Logbait, against decks that do not have a lot of air answers in the current meta. Deck number 2 is going to be this Royal Giant Mother Witch deck. I really like this deck with the Mighty Miner because he's a great tank buster. The Fisherman as well, going to help you out against Hog Riders and other win conditions. Then you have the Mother Witch to completely counter Graveyard. You have a lot of great defensive answers with this deck, and then the Fireball Chip can also add up. Now, deck number 3 is going to, of course, be the Mighty Miner Rocket Cycle Logbait deck. This is just a really solid Psycho deck right now. A lot of Psycho decks are going to be pretty prevalent, especially with Rocket being so good. Let's move on to deck number 4. It's going to be Fireball Bait because this once again counters a lot of the meta. And what we're going to do here, actually we're not going to, but you can swap in Electro Spirit for arrows if you would like. It's up to you. And deck number 5 is going to be this Barb Barrel and Mighty Miner deck with the Graveyard, meaning Splash Yard with the Mighty Miner. It's going to be incredibly powerful because the Mighty Miner is just that good. Super versatile card, of course. It's going to allow you to do a bunch of damage to both of your opponent's towers without even really spending a lot of elixirs. So it's going to be 5 really solid decks today. Let's hop into game number 1. Hopefully we can queue up and find a match instantly here. Let's see what's going on. So we got our Lava Hound deck first and foremost. Now this one has a unique playstyle of course, tower trading when the opportunity opens itself. Let's go ahead, toss down the good luck. We don't have Lava Hound in our starting hand, unfortunately. That oftentimes can be a really good first play, but we do see the Spear Goblins come down. It's kind of nice to have an opponent that does not sit around. We're going to see a Fireball come down in the middle of the arena because he just wasted his Fireball. He's now not going to be able to Fireball our Flying Machine unless, of course, he's able to cycle back. Now, Spear Goblins, Fireball, this is making me think it's going to be an interesting type of deck. Honestly, we're going to let this go. Fireball, Spear Gobs, I have no idea what this means for us. However, we're going to take this Giant Skeleton down with our Flying Machine. We're going to make sure we get the tower trade here. Knowing that this Giant Skeleton is going to take our entire tower, we really have to be a bit careful here. I expect some bats. I expect something. Maybe we should have saved our elixir for the arrows, but there we go. Bunch of arrows value here, guys. We're going to be able to take all this down now. He will potentially Fireball this if he has it in Cycle, and that would be a great answer, but he's now got the Fireball in Cycle, and it's going to be a little bit too little too late. We have the tower dead. We'll see if he still wants to Fireball, but that's a fantastic tower trade, and now we know his deck. Giant Skeleton's going to be a bit of an iffy card for us to go against here because, of course, we do only have the Guards and the Tombstone as our ground tanks. Knowing that he has Guards, though, and Musketeer is awesome for us because we can mine the Musketeer and then arrows the Guards and Musketeer once he inevitably places them. So this is going to be, a fight. That's for sure. We see the log come down a little early. What we can do here is we can build up a Lava Hound, and I honestly like this Lava Hound into the Giant Skeleton because oftentimes when you go same lane as a tank, all of your troops behind the Lava Hound will get tanked for. They'll be able to take out the tank, and then you'll be able to move on and hopefully take their tower. It does make it a little bit more complicated when you see something like a Giant Skeleton because, of course, the Giant Skeleton does have that bomb, right? So you don't want your troops to immediately get blown up or anything. So that does make things a little bit tricky. But right here, we probably will see the Fireball. There it is. We're going to be able to now Skeleton Dragons, free range, and we'll be able to Miner as well in the back of the tower. We don't have enough for our guards, or sorry, arrows, but we will probably see the Guards or Spear Goblins. That works as well. We're going to go ahead and arrows. We're going to take down a lot of this tower's HP. If, honestly, it looks like we might get all of it, guys. That is a huge tower take there. We're going to just toss down a Mega Minion on top of this. We do see a pretty good log. We're going to try and pull this guy back here with the Guards, and we are able to successfully do that. This is looking like a really clean first game. Just another example of where Lava Hound's going to be really prevalent in the meta. And maybe not at top ladder necessarily, but not a lot of you guys are going to be at top ladder here. So that's why, these decks are more catered towards getting you guys progressing in the game. So this should be an excellent deck where you can gain a lot of trophies quickly, especially if you have a decent playstyle with it. Because obviously we could have easily lost this game if we were a little less careful with our playstyle, if we weren't as good on attack. But right here, this will be a 3 crown. It looks like he is not going to be able to defend the Skeleton Dragons, the Guards, the arrows coming in. My guy tried, but it's not enough. He goes down trying. Let's go ahead, get into deck number 2. That's a fantastic way to start today's video. It really doesn't get much better than that because sometimes, it's a little boring if you just absolutely destroy them. Right there, we certainly had to make some outplays. It was a great opportunity there to show you guys exactly how to use that deck. Now, getting into deck number 2, we have the RG Mother Witch deck. This one's definitely a little bit of a different playstyle than deck number 1, because deck number 1, as you saw, it's no big deal if we lose a tower initially. Now, with RG, you're really going to want to try your best to not lose that initial tower. Let's go ahead and toss down the D-Wiz. We do not need that Electro Spirit. That's an example of just a wasteful play, but all good. Once again, we see the Bandit, we see the Royal Ghost. We're probably going to be facing Bird Spam, and honestly, this is going to be a fight. We're going to need the RG. We're going to need the Fisherman. And we see a Phoenix. Let's go ahead, pop that Mighty Miner ability. Just get that over to the other lane. And hopefully he can take down that cannon cart. That would be amazing if he's able to do so. And boy, oh boy, he does not disappoint, folks. Let's go. Huge takedown there. Are we going to get one pig? There we go. Okay, we do get the pig. Let's go ahead, RG this right here. And then honestly, let's go ahead and get ready to fireball. Unfortunately for us, he does have the Mother Witch. We are able to take this down, though. The Mighty Miner, or sorry, I mean the Mighty Miner is what he's got. Holy cow, dude. Let's go ahead. Fisherman right here. Mighty Miner ability might come down. The Fisherman should be pretty good. Let's go ahead and go in with an Electro Spirit. Hopefully we can take this stuff out. Really well played on the opponent's end, though. We're going to take some damage here, guys. And honestly, we're going to let the Bandit go. It's only level 9. That's certainly going to help us here. But once again, this is going to be a rough matchup for us. We're going to need to, now that we know he's got the Mighty Miner version, we're going to have to EOIZ behind our Royal Giant. We're going to have to also be careful of that Cannon card. These are things that are just going to shred our Royal Giant's HP. So let's go ahead. Mother Witch in the back. I know he's got the Fireball, but if we can bait it out, then that should spare our EOIZ some HP once we put him behind our Royal Giant, of course, and we see the Cannon card. So that's not too bad, honestly. Let's go ahead, RG the back, see what else is going on. We want to be a little bit patient here with our elixir spending. We're going to get a nice fireball here. We're going to take all those out, please. Nice, man. That is actually huge. We're going to be able to also Electro Wizard. This is going to make sure that he's not able to Mighty Miner this. So the RG should get some value. The Mighty Miner could come down, but it's not going to be effective, essentially, is what we're trying to say. So let's go ahead, Fisherman over the river. We see the Royal Ghost. We're going to go ahead and Mighty Miner this. Let's see if we can protect everything. If we can take out a little bit of stuff here, the RG, meanwhile, while all this is happening, is, of course, doing tons of damage, guys. We're going to be able to keep our Fireball in cycle with that Magic Archer. We see the Fireball come down and the log. Let's go ahead and toss down some stuff. I mean, we're not even going to need it. That's going to be game over. Tower down. Fantastic tower take. Let's go ahead and just play a little bit of defense now. It's not looking like he's going to have any great answers for us. So I think if we just play some decent defense, folks, we're going to be in great shape. Let's go ahead and hit a nice fireball here, hitting all units. Let's go ahead and toss down an Electro Wizard. We have the Electro Spirit as well, of course, to help us reset. Let's go ahead and just Mighty Miner this. We can Mighty Miner his Mighty Miner with the ability if we'd like to, but honestly, it doesn't matter. We get a nice win here. Game number 2, once again, just a controlled win. It's not a maybe knock out of the park, as you would say, but it's a pretty controlled win, as you see. Both of our towers still quite healthy. We didn't really need anything except one semi-successful push. We get it done. It's as simple as that. It's pretty nice to have decks like these that you can rely on, to where if you just have a couple decent interactions, they can turn into taking towers. That is exactly what you like to see, because sometimes it's hard to have to do every single play in a match perfectly. Obviously, none of us are perfect. That you're going to be bound to making mistakes when that happens. Let's toss out the good luck to this, man. Let's go in with the Dark Goblin first play. Now, this deck is certainly got a weakness, right? It's got a weakness of very little air defense. You got to be careful of it. You got to be careful of it. Let's go ahead and log. Let's go ahead and get ready to go here for a Goblin Barrel. Oh man, we see a Goblin. Holy cow. Let's go in for a Cannon. Let's go ahead and see what else we could do, guys. So obviously Goblin Hut, it's pretty decent. It's pretty annoying we don't have like an Earthquake or something really effective to deal with it. Hopefully the Cannon's going to do a decent job here, but we're going to need to be careful about those wall breakers, guys. You really don't like any wall breakers slipping through, because they of course do a lot of damage if they can connect on that tower. Well, let's go ahead and toss down our skeletons here just to buy us a little bit of time. We can of course go ahead and log this as well once it breaks, so that won't be too bad. Let's go ahead and toss down the log. Let's see what else he's got. Let's go in for a Goblin Barrel and the Ice Spirit. We know that he very well might go in for a Goblin Gang. He also might log, but wow, we see the Dark Goblin. Dark Goblin will go ahead and die. Let's go ahead to go in for a Cannon. We have our skeletons as well. I can expect to see some sort of wall breakers potentially. Let's go ahead and Dark Goblin the back. We're going to need to really chip away at this miner's HP. We don't want this miner getting any unnecessary value. We also can expect to see potentially a Goblin Gang coming up soon for this Goblin Barrel. Is he going to place it in the back? No, we're going to see a Goblin Gang maybe for the Dark Goblin. Oh man, we do see it. We predict it, but the Dark Goblin died to the log. That's actually funny. Dang, dude. We predicted it well. Unfortunately, it's not going to matter. Holy cow, dude. The miner chip is real. Let's just say that. Let's go in for a Cannon here. We got to take out these wall breakers. Unfortunately for us, the Cannon gets absolutely obliterated. Let's go ahead and skeletons. We're going to take out that Dark Goblin flawlessly, hopefully. Let's go, dude. We're on our toes. We're feeling good. We're going to Mighty Miner this. Nice, we do hit the miner. Unfortunately, the miner's going to get a couple bits of chip. But hey, if we just play some good defense, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think he has rocket. Maybe he does, but we could be very wrong. Let's just wait and find out. I don't know if he has rocket, folks. Let's let these mighty miners clash a bit. Let's go ahead and go in for the Dark Goblin. Dark Goblin's going to be able to get some decent value. Let's go in for a Goblin Barrel as well. Is he going to place something here? We see the log. We see a bunch of stuff. The log was missed because we are so good with it, dude. That's going to get us closer and closer to rocket range. He tosses out the good game. He is not happy with himself. And there it is, folks. The GG's come out. He has given up, poisoning the King Tower, signifying that this man just can't hang with our best decks today. Let's go in for a Goblin Barrel. Sorry, let's go in for the log. Let's go in for a couple more things here. Let's just go ahead and Dark Goblin. Let's go ahead and Ice Spirit. Guys, that is what a way to start the video. A bunch of just dominating wins. Let's go ahead and go in for a Goblin Barrel here. Let's go in for the Mighty Miner ability. Pop right over. How you doing? Good game, sir. You tried. It's going to be a 3 crown, dude. I mean, this Mighty Miner will just crush through this tower. Yeah, although he is getting targeted. But hey, nice games, dude. 3-0 on the day. Let's keep it running. Good game, dude. I know. Let's go, bro. We don't miss with that. Really good game. He says, well played. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Top into the next match. So there's another example of just how good these decks are going to be. Fireball Bait, we really should have no problems. Once again, I mean, these decks are really good. Once again, good at a wide range of decks, so there's a lot of outplay potential with these decks, because even if you don't have the most perfect matchup in the world, you should be able to maybe squeak out a win in games where other decks normally would struggle, would falter. So let's go ahead, find another match. Let's see if we can go 5-0 on the day. I mean, this will be game number 4. The first 3 games, they've been dominant performances. Like, let's go ahead, see what we can do against King Buffalo. Let's toss out some love. Let's go in for the Goblin Cage first play. Now, this deck, of course, does have its hard counters, but once again, if we're facing log bait, if we're facing a lot of the meta, we will not have any problems. And speaking of hard counters, Mega Knight. That is not what you want to see when you're using my deck, because of course he will come down and he will absolutely obliterate these Royal Hogs. Now, because he's used the Mega Knight first play, this might open up an opportunity for us to go in Royal Hogs really early here. The Zappies are going to bait the Mega Knight to the King Tower. Certainly not something you like to see. Let's go ahead and arrows this. Goblin Bar's putting in work for us, luckily. Let's go ahead and Royal Hogs. Oh no! Oof, they get hit. They get hit hard. Wow, Mega Knight, Royal Ghost, Archer Queen. This is a bad one. This is a bad one, folks. This is going to be a rough game. We have the Fireball. We have the Barb Barrel. But honestly, oh man, dude. We need this Archer Queen to die. Please die. Thank you. We're going to take some hits, but that is all good. I'd rather take just a couple hits than an entire Archer Queen ability going off. So the Mega Knight's good. The Royal Ghost is going to be good. Does he have Fireball? That's a question we have. Let's see. This is certainly too close to know what's exactly going to happen. Let's just Royal Recruits the back. Maybe, you know what? We can split up some pressure. We're going to actually save our arrows. We're going to sack the 1,000 damage. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. 800 damage. Let's just be patient here. Now, Prince, okay. Prince, okay. Let's go in with the Zappy split. We know he's got the bats. We know he's got the Queen. Can the Queen please die? We would love to see that. Archer Queen is going to be... We're going to see the ability be popped. Luckily for us, the Prince does go down here. Let's see, guys. We're going to have to Goblin Cage this. I almost maybe should have let it go. Is that crazy to say? I don't know, dude. Let's just go ahead and go in for a Fireball here. We don't want to take any damage. We got to Barb Barrel this as well. Yikes, bro. I think he's just spent a lot of Elixir. Let's go in. Let's go in. I know he's got the Royal Ghost. I know he's got the bats. We're going to probably have to arrows these bats, or he's going to save up for a Mega Knight, and he's going to save up for the Mega Knight. We're still going to get some good damage, though. Honestly, that will take that damage all day. We will take that. Let's go in for a Flying Machine in the back. I'm praying that he does not have arrows. I'm hoping he only has Zap. Let's go in for a Goblin Cage. Right here, we're going to have to go ahead and arrows these bats. That's well played. Let's go in for the Barb Barrel. Let's go in for some Zappies. The Archer Queen ability will surely come down here. And there it is. The Zappies are luckily going to be able to tank. We do have a faster cycle in him here. So the Royal Hogs coming in behind are going to do a decent amount of damage here. Goblin Bar is hopefully going to be able to absolutely smoke the tower a couple times. Nice. Let's go in for a Fireball. Guys, if we can take the tower here, we just got to defend, dude. 18 seconds, it's not going to happen. Unless, bro. Let's just try. 10 seconds left. Can we do this? Is this even possible? That's the questions we got to ask. Let's go in for the arrows. 3 seconds. We're going to do it, baby. We hold on. That is not our matchup. That is not a game we should be winning. And we hold on for the win. Good game. That's right, dude. Yeah, that is a good game. For me, bro. Not for you. That was an L. How do you lose that? Good game. Let's go into the last match here. Really good games. 4-0. We're starting things out strong. You know what I'm saying? But, dude... Once again, another really strong deck here is going to be the Mighty Miner Splash Yard. Let's go in for the good luck. First play, let's go in for a Barb Barrel. Let's see what else is going on. This deck typically has a decent time against Log Bait. Let's go ahead and go in for a Baby Dragon. Nice, dude. You actually love to see a Baby Dragon in that situation. She's going to be great for us. Going to get a ton of value. We're going to be able to now graveyard the tower, I wonder. How much damage is this going to do? This is going to do a lot of damage. They just wasted the Barb Barrel. We see the Lumberjack come down, but the graveyard was able to get a bit of a hard head start on that tower. Let's go ahead and just Tombstone. Let's be patient. We have the Ice Wizard for a little bit of air defense, which we will need. Let's go in for the Ice Wizard. Luckily for us, the Tombstone will bait that Lumberjack right over to the tower, or right over, away from the Ice Wizard at least. The balloon shouldn't get any hits. The Miner's down. Let's go ahead and punish him here, dude. Let's go in for the Mighty Miner. I do understand that our Ice Wizard dies there. Let's go ahead and Baby Dragon. Let's go ahead and get ready to go. Let's go ahead and pop this ability. Honestly, the Mighty Miner might take the other tower. Baby Dragon can hopefully do a lot of damage to this Inferno Dragon. She'll kill it. Let's go. And the Mighty Miner will take the entire right side tower. That is beautiful. Let's just toss out the good game. Can we end this video already? Dude, we are dominating. These decks are not even fair. Like, this is ridiculous. He says good luck. As if that was lucky. Like, what? Anyways, let's go in for the Tombstone. Let's see what's going on. Dude. Let's see if he gives up. I mean, I certainly might consider him. Like, I'm surprised. Some people would give up after a start like that. That was rough, dude. That was rough. I'm sure there's those of you home and watching right now, you're cringing, bro. You're like, holy cow, Diddy's doing this guy dirty. And I agree, bro. Holy cow. This is a game. We go in with the ability. The Mighty Miner's on tower. I mean, that might be tower alone. Mega Knight comes down. It's not enough. We see the Mega Knight. Let's go ahead and honestly just be patient here. We're going to let this literally connect on our tower because it doesn't matter. We can lose a tower. We already have pretty much taken 2. But honestly, I don't think we're going to lose another tower here. We probably won't lose our tower. Let's go ahead and Tombstone. I think the Mega Knight will go down. Let's go ahead, go in for the Mighty Miner here. Let's go in for the graveyard on the King Tower. This is going to throw him for a loop. Then we go ahead, hit the Mighty Miner ability. We hit him up with a Barb Barrel. The Mighty Miner takes tower. The Barb Barrel gets crazy value. Meanwhile, the graveyard is swallowing the King Tower. Folks, that was a great day. We're going to 3-crown him here. There is just no hope. There's the snowball on the King Tower. We knew it was coming, bro. Good game. Unfortunately, he was level 10. I just noticed that. But either way, I think you can see where that game would have gone. It's not even close. It's a 3-crown. All of these decks, fantastic. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe down below for more, and we of course got you guys with the best decks every month, every day, so be sure to stay tuned, come back for more. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Master Diddy-san out.